As mentioned earlier, Schnitzel is the champion Australian sire for the 4th year in a row, giving the Arrowfield stud team plenty to celebrate. They're also looking ahead with their young stallions and this season welcome the exciting son of Dundee, CASTELVECCHIO.
Fun and another one for Gay Waterhouse for this year's slipper. He's the Group 1 king. King's Legacy claims the Sires Produce Champagne Stakes double.
Superset from the clouds, it's close. Superset has put in a mighty lunge.
Here's a great go in the Galaxy, they're wide apart. I am excited, the insider, Miss Leonardi's wide out.
The 3-year-old's going to do it. Alabama Express is on the oar.
Well, John, I have to start with congratulations. Your mighty stallion Schnitzel, now a 4-time champion Australian sire. He's had another sensational season.
Thanks, Caroline. We're immensely proud of Schnitzel because he's done it the hard way, but he's up there now and he's not letting go. You might be saying 5 years next year and 6 years the year after, but you realise that only 2 other horses in the last half century have done 4 consecutive championships, you know, and they're great names. Danehill and Star Kingdom. So it's a wonderful achievement. We're thrilled with it and he deserves it. There's not a weekend that goes by without multiple winners. He pops up in so many stakes races and he gets the big horse, which people like. He gets the Cox Plate winner, he gets the Everest winner, he gets the TJ Smith winner. This is what he can do. So he's a horse for all people.
I guess a bit like his sire, Reduced Choice. He's almost seeming, as you say, it could be 5, 6, 7 years in a row as being champion. So he seems to be getting better as he gets older. And we know Reduced, what he did with some of his last years, horses such as, of course, the Autumn Sun.
I wouldn't put it past him because I know what books are coming. He's got great books coming. So, and he's had a great year with 2-year-olds. He's also champion 2-year-old sire this year. And that will translate into the 3-year-olds of next year. The important thing about that stallion, which most people probably overlook, is that a great proportion of our high-quality broodmares have Danehill in them. They're not available to him because the double Danehill isn't so good. So he's having to deal with a smaller and smaller population than his predecessors of quality mares, and he's doing it despite that.
CASTELVECCHIO's flying and got it.
Of course, you're always looking ahead. I mean, that's what the business is all about. And CASTELVECCHIO, I mean, I know how fond you've been of this horse all the way through. What a stunning career. I know also there was, you know, a bit of debate. I know Paul was mentioning that, you know, you would have loved to see him race on, but it is the commercial reality. Obviously, with no more Reduced Choice, not a single dart retiring, lots of reasons for him to be standing his first season in 2020.
Absolutely. We bought him for the farm, ultimately, to breed our mares to him. I'm going to say a funny statement now. We don't buy stallions to make money. We buy stallions to serve our mares and to make top horses if we can, champions where we can. Money follows. That's the way we've always done it. Just do the right job and the money will follow it. And we love buying our own horses back from the customers that bought them from us, often at a multiple of the price, mind you, many multiples of the price. But those horses we know so much about. CASTELVECCHIO was reared on the place out of a mare that had already produced a Group 1 winner and another Group winner. Paul trained one of them. So she's been on the place. We know her, we know the mother, St. Therese. We know her produce, we know the idiosyncrasies. We prepared him as a yearling. He was a sparkling yearling. He's a beautiful yearling. He went off and he didn't disappoint us. His first 2 starts were both wins in town. And he came from impossible positions to do that. The Millennium was his second start. He went on as a 2-year-old to win the Group 1 Champagne after some other very good performances. He was a bit unlucky. And then as a 3-year-old, he's a classic winner. Arguably, his best performance was his 2nd place in the Cox Plate, where he was rated the 5th best 3-year-old in the world at the end of that year. So he's done everything you could expect of him. He's reared and bred here. We know all about him. They're the sort of horses we like to stand.
But CASTELVECCHIO wins the Rosehill Guineas from Prince Fawaz.
The stallions we stand, unless we want to support them with 30 or 40 mares of our own, unless we're that confident, we don't want to stand them.
So, and the partnership that you have formed around this horse, the ownership partnership, you know, with Katsumi Yoshida, Jonathan Munns, Alan Jones, you know, there are so
The
many,
same old team.
John Lever,
Yeah.
it's a great partnership with so many wonderful broodmares under the ownership group, you know, already, that I'm sure plenty will be going to him.
Well, it gives the stallion a real chance, and that's what we're about. And then the fruits will be coming in the later years, like they are with Schnitzel now.
And this fellow, he's got a lot more bulk. He's already, I understand, the weight of Dundeel currently.
Yeah, can you believe that?
As
Yeah.
a stallion after several seasons, well, a number of seasons under his belt. But he has that lovely power about him too. He's just a beautiful looking stallion.
He's a slightly bigger version of Dundeel. Yeah. Dundeel's more compact, very Northern Dancer-ish. This guy's a little bit more stretchy, a little bit taller. He's got everything. People that come and see him want to send a mare when they see him physically. They weren't sure what they were going to find, but he was such a lovely yearling. Nothing's changed.
And such an exciting time as well. Obviously, you're waiting on the first foals of the Autumn Sun and Showtime as well. You know, how are you feeling? It must be so much anticipation this time of year.
It's very exciting. It's like your children have gone to the Olympics and you're waiting for a result. So no, it's terribly exciting this time of year. And we've got, the Autumn Sun is another one. I mean, he's a super real deal. And we're backing up this year. We're personally sending him 46 mares, I think it is. So that's the level of confidence that I've got in him. I can't see him failing. I really can't. Showtime's got a lot of things going for him, even though he's at the lower end. He's starting off the way Beneteau started off, or Not a Single Doubt started off, and they were both pretty successful stallions.
Yeah, and Ridden Tycoon, tell me about that. So he's looking sensational here. I mean, he's obviously, you know, he's done the job well and truly, but tell us the reasons for him standing here. As I said, he looks great, in great condition.
Well, we analysed our mares, and we felt that we had a shortage this year of non-Danehill line stallions. We looked around, we thought the one horse we'd love to have a go at. He has done very well with difficult conditions early on. He didn't get the best mares in the early days. He was at a low fee. And I thought if he came to the Hunter, we could give him an enormous boost with a quality of mare that's around here, surrounding studs and breeders, and that we have ourselves. And we've given him some of our very best mares because they suit him.
With the whole COVID situation, and you've been up here really enjoying, you know, obviously Chris and yourself and the family enjoying being up here at Arrowfield Stud. How have you found it, you know, from a business point of view, and what are your thoughts for the industry? I mean, racing, it's been incredible it's been able to keep going, but how do you see some of the long-term effects of this time?
Well, look, if racing hadn't kept going, administrators have done a great job, must say. And they fought to keep it going, and they've managed the protocols well, and thankfully we haven't had any crises. The sales obviously have been very spotty. Customers, of course, can't fly in and out as easily. No, there are difficulties, but I've enjoyed my time up here. I've had 3-4 months continuous up here, which I probably never had. You know, I come and go all the time. And I've enjoyed it very much. We might just make this our home.